HOA. Karen told me to leave my own pool, so I drained it in front of her guests. Last month, my neighbor Brenda became the new HOA president and immediately turned into the neighborhood terror. She was sending violation notices for everything: grass too tall, wrong color mailbox, packages left outside for more than 6 hours. I watched her march around with her little clipboard like she owned the whole development. The thing is, my house was built in 2018 and came with this beautiful in-ground pool. The builder had all the permits, everything was completely legal, and I'd been using it for 3 years without any problems. But apparently, Brenda didn't like looking at it from her kitchen window. First, she sent me a letter saying the pool was too close to the property line. I pulled out my survey. It wasn't. Then she claimed it was creating noise issues. The only sound was the quiet filter running at night. Finally, she said it was an aesthetic concern for the neighborhood. I ignored all her complaints because they were complete nonsense. But last Saturday, I was floating on my pool lounger, reading a book and minding my own business, when Brenda stormed into my backyard with her weekly book club. 8 middle-aged women following her like ducklings, all carrying wine glasses and looking uncomfortable. "Excuse me," she yelled from my patio. "You need to get out of that pool immediately. We're conducting official HOA business, and your splashing is disrupting our meeting." I looked around confused. I wasn't even splashing. I was literally just lying there reading. "This is my backyard, Brenda. You're trespassing." Actually, according to HOA regulations, excessive recreational water usage during community meetings violates our noise ordinance. She was making stuff up on the spot, and her book club friends were starting to back away toward her house. I floated there for a second, watching her smug face, then had the most beautiful idea. "You know what, Brenda? You're absolutely right. This pool is causing too many problems." I climbed out, walked over to my pool equipment, and started the drain cycle. The pump kicked on with this loud gurgling sound, and water began rushing out through the main drain. Brenda's eyes went wide. "What are you doing?" she shrieked. "Getting rid of the problem like you wanted." "Hope you and your book club don't mind the sound of 20,000 gallons of water draining for the next 8 hours. The noise was incredible, way louder than me quietly reading could ever be. Her fancy book club scattered immediately, mumbling excuses about needing to get home. Brenda stood there watching thousands of dollars worth of water disappear into the storm drain system. "You're insane!" she yelled over the pump noise. "You can't just drain your whole pool." Actually, according to property law, I can do whatever I want with my own pool on my own land. Thanks for the suggestion, though. By evening, my pool was completely empty. Word spread through the neighborhood fast because apparently watching your crazy neighbor drain their entire pool is prime entertainment. People were walking by all week taking pictures of the empty concrete hole in my yard. But here's the best part. 3 days later, I got a call from the pool company. Ready to fill her back up? 24 hours and $400 later, my pool was crystal clear and ready to use again. Brenda hasn't said a word to me since. She walks by my house now looking straight ahead, pretending she doesn't see me swimming. Her book club moved their meetings indoors permanently.